So today we'll work on the non-PO approval workflow, DP creation, and how it is work end to end. So what is a non-PO workflow? The invoices which are coming not planned, okay? The invoices which are not planned, and so those invoices will come without any PO, means we do not have any PO for that. An emergency based invoices, basically, like if there is a server down, it's like server down, or some invoices which are like expenses, simple employee or emergency based, you need to what you can say, travel to the customer place for some of the issues, a kind of without any PO, without planned invoices, without planned purchase orders, whichever invoices which are there, so those will comes under non-PO without any purchase order. So non-PO based invoices will not have any PO in database. These are financial invoices. Not have PO for this. So whichever it's non-PO based invoices, all will be posted under FB60 directly. So what we need to do again, same way, like we need to create, so below configurations, like process type, document type for this process also. Same steps will be again we need to redo actually. So we saw like all the same way. We also see like country specific configuration. everything. Okay. So what are all the process types we'll expect for non-PO? So we'll not have any PO here. So what are all the process types? Exceptions basically. First is invalid company code. Second is, so if I go to AP05 or AP60, then I can see here. And this is AP60. Okay. Here the non-PO invoices will be posted. So here company code. So it's 1000 already filled. What are all the mandatory details like vendor code, invoice date? So invalid vendor code, gross amount is required, reference number is required, and missing mandatory information at header, suspected duplicate, and invalid item details.
Ram, what about CO object assignment?
We will not do all those things. That is FI work, right?
Okay.
We will do only business rules, and if you have any another logic, custom logic, build that logic, assign it, check. So in simple, in general, Vim, what it will do, it will check all the logics, whatever checks, checkpoints before posting of any invoice. That it will do systematically checking from the background, and if any issue comes, then it will send a workflow. If not, so it will check all the things and it will be further allowed the system to posting, and it will extract the data also, right? So major functionalities which I'm telling you. So we'll create the process types. So where to create the process types? Transaction code to create the process types. Create process types. Go to transaction. So under this we have document type configuration. So here basically, so process types, document processing configuration, process configuration, maintain process types. Here, so same way how we created earlier, same way we'll create the process types. Okay, so I'll just go here, check for the 2 series. So 2 series is for NPO, right? So I'll just create all our custom instead of going standard. So I'll take one, sorry, I can see some gap 972, 970, 990. So I'll create here inventories 971 invalid company code NPO JVM APS 7 we created role exception and go to process options, assign the buttons whichever you want. What are the mandatory buttons? 2000 and 2012. Some other role which I given 971. Next I'll create 972. Invalid vendor code. So I hope you are clear all these things we are already doing every day, right? How to create a process
Yes, yes.
type and process options. I'm quickly creating all these process types. So grass amount is required. So you're okay with the next weekend Sunday, right? 15th. Because again, so
Yeah,
huge weeks
15th.
can,
Okay.
yeah. So I'll schedule a 15th.
Morning slot will be preferable for 15th.
Yeah, morning slot only. I will take on morning.
Means, yeah, means any time slot will be okay. Means at morning.
Yeah, morning 7 to 9, 7 to 10 like that I will take.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, or 7:30 to 10:30 like that. 9:73. So you can, if you are working in a customer place, you can check all the standard and enable those basically. So here why we are not doing, so it's a like practice system. So everyone, lot of business rules they have already utilized. So that is a reason I'm unable to assign to the existing one. So let me make, so this one I'm like what I'm doing, enhancing the standard one. 2000 and 2012. 238. If I go above, zero 04. Where is the accounting data validation? Hmm, here 271 validate accounting data. Next one is 207.
Ram, what is the purpose for SRM settings below wait period?
It will wait in the background. See this SRM proxy related, and it will not go to the SRM system. It just wait here. One function module. What is a mail ID? So it will send a mail notification if required to that particular SRM guy. So that guy will revert back to your AP processor, and then this guy. So that is like different system integration, but we don't require. Now nowadays, how it is working is like, let's say you have SRM invoices separately and normal invoices separately, and everything is separately is there. In that case, two different systems, if you are working without any integration, then this was there. Now the integration part is very simple in SRM also. So now SRM system, sales force related whatever tools which they have, all those are already integrated with your ECC. All PO numbers, everything through iDocs, they are tightly integrated. Means the data, whichever new PO created there, so it is coming to here. So APS team is single. You get it? Some other
Okay,
system
okay. So
invoices, how to handle earlier, there is a struggle because PO data is not aligned with the ECC system, and they used to create PO in other system, and GR also in other system. Invoice creation here is very difficult. So now everything is, they give an integration parts. Now all tables are across all the either SRM or ECC, both will be aligned with the same data.
okay, okay.
Sorry.
And what about workflow settings?
We have tested this already. Approval workflow,
Okay,
invoice
okay.
approval workflow. Yeah. So we'll also do that next class, how NPO workflow will be triggered. So now what I have done, so I've done the process types configuration. Next, what I need to do, I need to create a DP document type. So process is same. What we need to do, we need to select standard one, copy as, and create custom. Click on enter, click on copy all, do not save, click on enter. So here select your DP, select existing process types, select all, delete all. So where all the places I need to do, document processing, process type detail sequence, and index screen options. So in these three places you need to select all and delete all. So click on, now save the DP document type. Next come back, so click on activate. Next what we need to do, we need to save and select the NPO 7am and go to document processing. Provide your process types one by one. So what we have, 971 active, click on next. 972 active, click on next. 973 active, click on next. 974 active, click on next. And then 238 active, click on next. 204, I'm adding all process types whichever I require. Then 271, 207. So I've added all the process types. Click on come back. So now I have all the process types in place. So what I need to do, I need to select the default process type. So where to select? Select this NPO, click on details view. So here it's already 207. So I need to change. So here default archive document type, you can select your archive document type like earlier what we created for PO, same thing. So what is the purpose of archive document type? It will just store an image, store the invoice image. So I'll just no need to, if you don't select here, you can provide in the archive link mapping, there is no issue. So I think you already know like what is this number range. Number range is a DP document series which we are giving in the number range configuration. For both is 01 only. No need to change anything. Invoice type is non-PO and classifier is credit memo invoice. Here FI document is KR KG. And if you come down here, posting roles you need to change. That is GVM APS 7 and save. So I have just given posting role and duplicate role, check role, everything I have given. And next is go to document processing tab. Here we need to assign the logic for posting. So I will assign the logic for posting. So non-PO posting logic. So foreground posting, background posting. So here we have NPO online invoice posting. So next is background posting. So here, so auto flag equal to X, nothing but for automatic posting purpose. And then next we need to assign the logics, sequence first and then assign the logic. So which one do you think is the first exception? So 971, I'm sequencing. After that, invalid vendor code 25 15 15 gap 972. After that, required reference number, so 974. So 45 55 973 gross amount required. So it's like up to business which one need to trigger first, and then what are the priority business rules, those you keep in the uh, front basically. So here missing mandatory information 70 238 85 204 and then 271 100. Click on save. Next, select each business rule and assign logic to it. Assign logic to it. Invalid company code. What is the check type we need to use for master data?
Constant value.
Master data.
Master data. Table field.
Exactly. So what is the table name for company code? T001 BUKRS. Click on save. Next, come back. So here, what is the so here basically it is a vendor code for non-PO. We can assign a function module by checking existing one, or else like we can check the function module in the SC37 basis. So I'll just go here, find out what is a standard which is having. So 201. So I'm just assigning a same function module for check 201. Click on save. Come back. We also have reference number is required. So what is a field which we need to use check type for reference number required, which is not storing in our database?
Required field.
Exactly. So click on come back. Next, missing mandatory informations. So for this also we have a function module. So I think 138 is a function module. Next, click on save. Suspected duplicate. So we know that what is a function module for suspected duplicate. So ending with the DUP. So that is nothing but here. Click on save. Next, we have validate accounting data. So for validate accounting data, we can verify in the existing system what we have. This one. So here LIB 004. What this? So now you can see. Click on save. So now we assigned all the logics. What is our next step? So assign process types and provide the authorization basically. So here I'm copying all the process types. CVM APS 7. So I'm giving, so what these checkboxes will do, each checkbox I've already explained. One more time we'll go through it. Click on save. So now we created our DP document type and everything we added over here. Next, we need to create a document determination procedure for this. So whenever we scan, we should know, right? System should know, like system should go to this DP document type. So based on this configuration only, it will go. So I'll just make it as, after all PO based, you can go with the non-PO based. So do not keep at the top all the non-PO based. You need to use after all the PO based things you have done. So here I'll just create uh, NPO 75. So I'll make it here 225. I'll make it at the stage of 225. Copy as 225 ZNPO. So here I just created BL25. So I'm just adding a logic, like characteristic value is always star. So nothing required, right, for non-PO invoice. Basically, this one also will not be there in realistic way, but here to segregate, some other guys already created non-PO invoices. So we want to separate from, and it should come to our DP document type. So we are already given XBLNR. So I already explained like how it is works, even though we can see that. So now click on save. Okay, we'll come back here. So maintain document determination procedure. So here I'll just remove, which basically 225. So now document determination procedure also is completed. So next we need to test. So index header item screens, all those things already came while we copied from the standard. So we no need to bother about that basically. Like, so header configuration, item configuration. Here only we need to give the archive document type. So that PDF 2101. I'm giving. Click on save. I was assigned the some other archive document types. Instead of that, I'll assign our own archive document types. So I will check. This one. So I've saved this. So let's execute one scenario and we'll see how it is working. Okay. For non-PO invoice, so simply first I'll just execute 7x2 with some amount. So I'll make click on submit. $594.
So you provided only reference number and currency, right?
Exactly.
Before creating the.
Yes.
Okay.
So how system knows that it will go to our DP document type based on what logic? So if you see here, I have provided only reference number and company code and the currency. 3 fields I have provided. System is went to our DP document type ZNPO 7am. Based on what configuration it is determine the document type. So first it will go to, whenever the new DP comes, then it will go to document determination procedure. So it will go here and then it will go to the first one. So it will select the first one and go to step details. So here PO related. It is not a PO related, right? We do not have any PO number. So first condition is failed. Then it will come back from the first one and then again it will go to the second one. It is not PO related. Like this it will check, keep on checking all, and let's say it came here up to step details. Characteristic value is star. So whichever is not PO, then we will treat as non-PO, right? So here also characteristic value is star. So that we can see here. Any country, yes, and should start with Ram. Yeah, it's already started with Ram. So then it is treated, this is my DP document. That is what the system done. So always the last one should be empty. So if both the conditions are passed, then that's it. So system will go to your DP document type first, and then it will go to this configuration. Under this, whatever configuration we have, it will go there. ZNPO 75 7am. ZNPO 7am. So it will directly go to process type detail sequence and it will go and verify one by one. So here, what is the exception which we got? So
But Ram, where characteristics value star at a DP level?
characteristic value is nothing but your country code, company code country. This one.
Oh, okay.
This is always star is nothing just for a dummy. So something we need to give, right? Non-PO is like whatever without PO, if anything comes, that is a non-PO, right? Whatever document without PO
Right.
number is coming. So just we need to give some dummy value, and here is a test system. So many people working. So instead of that, so what we are doing, we are keeping our own reference number condition in realistic way, like in real time we do not have that XBLNR check at the document determination procedure, okay, in your
Okay.
customer system. Okay, and here once the business rule is triggered, so first it will verify this. Okay, this business rule is passed because 1000 is already there, and it will go to the vendor code. Vendor code is empty, so the business rule is triggered to invalid vendor code. You can see here invalid vendor code, and it is triggered to this particular role. So where we given the role name in the process type configuration. Okay, so let's clear the exceptions. Go to Vim workflow. So here you can see all this in editable mode based on what configuration. So here index screen level we given allow changes. Show duplicate means each step it will check all the things, and we are unable to see there is a button called simulate rules. So we want to check which are all the other business rules are affected, right? So for that, so I'll keep it as enable simulate. What will happen? You see, just hiding detail panel. See, simulate rules. What is happening here? It will show all the business rules which are all passed, which are all failed. So by using this checkbox, we can enable those. And what is the purpose of bypass? So if you want to bypass a particular business rule, then you need to bypass at the role level, at the process type detail sequence level. So I'll make one of the company code as bypassable. So if I give at one place, it is not enough. We need to give in the both the places. So we already discussed clearly, but one more time, I'm just repeating this concept. So we can bypass this business rule like this will come. And what is a go to index screen options and disable absolute and disable rescan. So if I want to disable these both buttons like absolute button and rescan button, non-APS roles, nothing but an like an info provider role kind of thing. So I can do that. So now I have not assigned the info provider role. So I can also assign info provider role. I can disable those like. So how to assign to invalid vendor code? I can assign additional buttons to test this. So here 971. So here uh, refer the invoice to info provider. And refer back from info provider. So I have added additional buttons. So where you can just click on refer to info provider. So you can see these buttons are disabled for info provider or not. So I'll just go to I'll go to GVM2 as an info provider. See, I cannot see. Actually, I've given a change access to info provider here. So I should not give allow changes first thing, and then disable absolute and disable risk. And see, will not have. See now, I'll come back and go back to info provider. See, this in display mode and will not have the buttons called disable absolute and disable risk scan. You understand? So what is the purpose?
Yes, yes. And allow changes not able, not checked on.
We should
Allow
not give
changes.
actually for the non-AP processors. Other than API
Okay.
stream, we should not give as per process basically. So if you want, you can keep.
Okay.
Means basically like it's a testing, right? So if you keep this one, what will happen? It will not changeable mode. It will be in changeable mode. Okay, now go to initial tab means what will happen? So it will change the tab name, executable tab name. So I'll just make it as invalid vendor code as that line item data. Let's say nothing but. So currently, if I logged in here, it is showing us basic data whenever I execute. Now, whenever I execute, it will show line item data. So this tab, which tab I want to show initially, for that purpose, we are using this initial tab. So I'll just bring back. So I'll refer to requester back. So click on save. Okay, next. So show match is for PO based, and disable GL tab is also for PO based, not non-PO based. So code check and this one code upload, I'll show you. So make it, I referred back, right? So code check is nothing but there is a button. So whatever data which you given in the line item tab, instead of validate accounting data, it will validate. So what I'll do, I'll go to Vim Workplace of so 594. So here line item data level. So I can check this information. Code upload. See, this is a code upload. Upload coding button is coming based on this one. Enable code upload. Okay. So we can also upload the coding data. So template required actually. What are all the items? So with proper template, I can upload this data, GL account, description, amount, and everything. So code check is like this one, validate coding. These two buttons enablement. Let's say if I disable those,
So we can maintain the template.
yeah, for uploading the coding, we can. So we need to obey for the standard template. So just give me one moment.
Okay.
I'm just removing this. So now what will happen? I'll come back and go and execute. So line item tab. See, I do not have those buttons. So if you want to enable those
Yes.
buttons, so if you want to, okay. So here, these are the checkboxes basically to enable that code check and enable coding upload. So we can see here, I can go back and execute. I can see here the two tabs. You're clear of this index screens. What are all the checkbox? What each one is doing, right?
Yes, yes.
And then we'll go to the detail sequence. Here, the exclude from simulate rules is like we are excluding basically from this particular one. So if you, but even though if the exception is there, it will trigger just to hide from that particular simulate button. So which business rule we need to hide? Basically suspected duplicate. So I'm just hiding this suspected duplicate. It's not showing here. Okay. So I think you already know like what this particular checkbox will do. So and everything. What we'll do, so now we'll execute one scenario, like nothing but we'll post one scenario and then we'll see further. So I'll just take one of the invoice which have proper data. We need a GL account and cost center. Those are the major ones. Rest all data is like uh, it's not a, what you can say, it is in our hand only. So GL cost center combination is the critical one to find out basically. So FI based invoices will be posted against a GL account and cost center. So I'm just processing this. I'll process for 100 euros. 100 euros. So click on save. I'll check for all the exceptions. So all are clear but missing mandatory information. So that is like posting date, requester email, expense type, supply date is all missing. So expense type is ST. Requester email will give us GVIM1. So usually all FI based invoices, it will not directly posted. It will go through some levels of approvals. So that is the reason this expense type and all these things are requesting. So click on save. Anyway, we are going to discuss like all the approval workflows. So we'll see that. Now everything is clean, green. So click on apply rules. We'll see whether the document is post or not. Okay. So VA2, refresh. See, the document is posted. So based on,
Ram,
yes,
how many expense types are used?
it's up to customer decision because those are
Oh,
their internal financial matters, right? Where we'll not have any control.
okay.
So the posting will
So
happen
what
based
is the
on
functionality? Functionality of expense type?
functionality. Expense type is like, see, IT expenses in one expense type and project expenses in one expense type and food in
Hmm.
one expense type, like this kind of thing. Yeah, it's like FI based, financial based division will be there for them. In
Okay, no
one,
need to configure.
no need to configure. Basically, we will in Vim we create the different expense types if they're based on the request. It's for only used for only the approval workflows. Anyway, their divisioning is doing based on the GL account and cost center.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So tomorrow we'll discuss further more how the
Yeah.
next all this,
Okay.
and then we'll go further. So just
Sure.
join
Okay.
early because I'm thinking like, yeah, okay, 10 minutes instead of, okay, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Thank
Bye.